All right, it is time for another Pit Stop Facebook Live. Hey, everybody, this is Zach Pitts, and I love exploring all the great things that the Miami Valley has to offer. And that includes perhaps maybe a new career path. So if you've been thinking about, maybe it's that time for me to do something that's really fulfilling, helping people. Have you ever thought about holistic wellness? I'm learning much more about it, which is why I want to invite you along for this pit stop where we're today exploring Institute of Holistic Leadership. So we're going to learn a little bit more about what that actually looks like, that career path. So if you've been thinking, it's that time I just need to take on a new path in life, and I want to do something that's really going to help a lot of people, let's go ahead and talk to the experts here. So I'm so grateful that Patty invited us to come on out here again to Institute of Holistic Leadership. She's over here hanging out. How are you, Patty?
How are you doing? Good to see you, Zach.
It's so great to see you as well. This is really, really cool because you've actually been at this for quite a while.
40 years. Been doing this for 40 years. Owned a holistic health school and training center. Yes.
And what's really neat is that you really come from both schools of thought. This is something that, it's so near and dear to your heart. You're very passionate about it, but you also come from a medical background as well.
I am a registered nurse. I grew up in Beavercreek. It was very rural back then. And so we had a little grocery store, family business, and my grandparents lived there. And it was very common for my grandma to use what we now call holistic health.
And real quickly, can you just help me understand what holistic health really means? Because I hear the term, I hear it thrown around, but what does it actually mean?
And that's a great question. Holistic health is anything from a natural perspective that promotes health and wellness. And so it could be everything from, have you ever said, I'm tired, I got to go to bed tonight and get 8 hours sleep? That's holistic health. Have you ever said, I need to take a vitamin or a supplement? Or do you? That's holistic health. Or I've had it, I'm going to California, live on a mountaintop in an ashram for 5 months. That's holistic health. It's anything from a natural perspective. Even, I better not eat that chocolate chip cookie. I'm going to eat a carrot instead. That's holistic health. So it's anything from a natural perspective that promotes health and wellness.
And there's so many different facets of it. You really can go down the rabbit hole, but that's part of the experience as well, trying to figure out how people can live their best life. And obviously, we're standing right in front of some things that you offer here as well. But as far as the actual institute itself and the education component of it, what can people expect when they come out here?
Well, first of all, we are a state-approved school. We have 2 tracks of education. One for the person who wants to be a holistic health professional. I had a practice for over 30 years. Now I have to focus all my time on the school as it grows. But for example, I would see clients, people don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. And so I would sit down and do consults with clients, help them decide what's the best modality. Here at the school we teach reflexology, clinical reflexology. We teach aromatherapy. We teach, I'm trying to think, I just lost all of it to a degree. I teach it all the time. We do guided imagery, vitamins and supplements, herbal wellness. We have a gamut of individual holistic certifications. Some people decide that they want to go ahead and take all of them, and then that individual becomes a certified holistic health consultant. Then we have a track for the general public. That's the person who doesn't want to be certified. They just want to know how to use the stuff safely. My line, because I am a registered nurse, is just because it's natural doesn't mean it's safe. And so what I want to do also is educate the general public on how they can actually use these things safely. We're a culture of, one bottle's good or one tablet's good, half a bottle's going to cure me. And that's a problem many times. And then people blame holistic health for the lack of education out there. So we have a track, 2 hours, $25 for the general public on a variety of different topics, vitamins and supplements, aromatherapy. We bring physicians in and have physicians talk about a variety that are holistic focused on a variety of different holistic topics. So we have 2 basic tracks of education, and then we do CEUs for health professionals and things like that.
And you really don't know what you don't know, which is why you guys, also have those workshops. I want to talk about that here in a moment. So if this is already catching your attention, you're thinking, okay, this sounds like something that's right up my alley. I want to learn a little bit more, but you really want the hands-on experience. You want to go ahead and try a little bit, right, to know if it's a good fit for you. We're going to talk about those workshops that you have coming up here momentarily, but I want to show people exactly what the classroom setting looks like, because when you come here as a student, it's not like you're one of many, right? You keep it a very intimate setting. So what do you say we go and check it out over here? So we're taking a look over here to the classroom setting, and as you're going to see right now, a very tight-knit, a very, intimate setting.
Exactly, where we can give one-on-one care. We can give one-on-one education. So, for example, when we're teaching the clinical reflexology, we limit it to 10 students so that someone's in the relaxation chair and they're getting worked on, but our instructor can actually be there. and tweak it. You know, if they're doing a move a little wrong, she can tweak it and say, no, you need to back up like this. So we want our classes small because we want our students to get high quality education.
I can already tell that these students become family and they really want to continue to learn and grow. So right over your shoulder, as we turn right back around, we have Bernard. You are actually a recent graduate here from the Institute.
I am.
And what was it about this calling that made you say, I want to check that out and I really want to dive into holistic wellness?
I think 4 years of COVID made a big change for a lot of people, like Patty mentioned. A lot of people in healthcare realized we needed to look at alternative ways of healing. And so even though I've been a graduate 20 years ago, I came back in and studied aromatherapy and hypnotherapy because there's a big need, especially in the younger population, for depression, anxiety, and stress. So those are the three big things that people are seeing these days, and I believe the holistic approach is going to help a lot of that.
Yeah, what would you say is a good candidate for someone who would find this a fulfilling career path?
Most healthcare workers, because healthcare workers go into those fields because they really have a desire to help people. So this is made especially for those people. They have to be a caring individual to do this, because that's what this holistic approach is all about.
Yeah, and what would you say to the person who's watching this right now, whether they're watching live right now or watching the replay, and they're like, this sounds like something that I'd be into? What would you tell them to help them make that decision?
I would say that if you have been looking for something that really speaks to you, especially, like I said, a lot of healthcare people go into the healthcare field because they want to help, but healthcare has become very business-minded, and so we are not able to spend as much time with patients as we used to. This allows us to actually spend time with patients, get to know them a little bit better. And I think if somebody is in a healthcare environment and they are trying to decide what they want to do with their lives, I think this is the calling that they should go to.
Yeah, real quickly before we let you go, this is obviously a very intimate setting.
Yes.
What did you like about that?
Well, Patty's a great instructor, and especially the one-on-one attention that you get with Patty, and a lot of interaction with each other. You get to know your classmates more intimately. So I do like the small classroom approach very much.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming in to take some time to talk to us and, of course, educate everybody who's watching right now. If you are looking for a fulfilling career and you are looking to get started, this sounds like a great place that's going to help you do that. So, Patty, real quickly, let's talk about what you have coming up, because you host these workshops
Yes.
every month, and they're always kind of a variety. What are those all about? And tell me about the one that's coming up.
We do primarily an intro to holistic health. So for the individual out there who's saying, I think I want to do that, but I don't know who these people are, and I don't know. It lets them come for 2 hours, $25. They come in, they learn the basics of a holistic skill, how to use it safely with their family, for themselves, and then they can decide if this is something they would be interested in maybe using as a career. And then we also have people from the general public who come in and just want to learn how to use holistic safely. They love their career, they don't want a new career, they simply want to learn how to use holistic health safely. One of the things that I say as a registered nurse all the time is just because it's natural doesn't mean it's safe. And so people are taking sometimes way too many vitamins, or they're dumping oils on, essential oils on, or they're drinking them. And these are things that can be very dangerous. So we have another mission, in addition to having holistic graduates out there, we have another mission of educating the general public so that they can use holistic health safely.
Okay, and so you have that upcoming workshop. What's the easiest way people can learn more about you? What's your website, and, of course, where you're located?
Yes. Well, our website is ihlead.com, Institute of Holistic Leadership. It's ihlead.com. We have a class coming up on April 3rd, and we're doing a program that is going to help people begin to create cleaning products. We do not safely with aromatherapy oils and other clean products. Many people don't realize how dangerous some of the cleaning products in our home are. I have an article that I'll pass out from the AMA that says one of the reasons we have so many cancers in children is because of the over 200 chemicals that they're exposed to, many times on a daily basis. And so we want people to know this and then begin to, so I can't use bleach, or I can't use, now what can I do? And so we teach them alternatives. That class is coming up April 3rd, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m. Again, $25. Our website is ihlead.com. Our phone number is 937 475 5040, and that would be the best way to contact us. If anyone wants to just meet and talk about what we offer here, we're happy to do that with individuals.
I can tell, most definitely you guys are incredibly personable, and again, a very intimate setting. If you decide that this is something that you want to learn a little bit more about, definitely take advantage of the workshops, take advantage of this great opportunity to help a lot of people through holistic wellness, and of course, visit the website as well. Patty, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for coming today. This has been great. Thank you.
All right, we'll of course make sure that we link the website in this post. Until next time, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next Pit Stop.